there, I'm Diane Mulligan.
And I'm Tony Carnisi.
And we're going to talk about the second selling season.
We are.
So, we start with the big selling season. You get ready in the spring, and
Right.
then you have the whole summer. But then the second selling season is almost as big.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really realize that once summer kind of cools down, we do have a second season here in Colorado, and it usually kind of picks up around October, November, and December, if you can believe that. So it's not quite as robust as the main selling season that goes spring into summer, but we do see a lot of activity and a lot of more houses coming into the market and a lot of buyers in the marketplace that time of year.
Is it a good time to buy?
It is a good time to buy.
Is it a good time to sell?
It is a good time to sell. I think that it is a good time because, believe it or not, the demand is strong kind of year-round. And you have fourth quarter relocation, and you have people that are having to move into town. And so there's demand for really good quality homes and inventory in that time of year.
I would think, too, if you're doing it, having done the second selling season numerous times in my life, getting in before the holidays is huge. You want to get that done, right?
Yeah, it is. A lot of things happen actually in the market. You got sellers that haven't quite sold yet that decide to take their houses off of the market through that holiday time, which actually decreases the inventory and gives buyers, better homes to look at, and they're serious buyers. So
Right.
to me, kind of getting on a little bit earlier in the season, getting on October-ish before we start to hit, Halloween, Thanksgiving, those kinds of things is really important.
And what do you need to be aware of if you're going to put your house on the market for that second selling season?
Yeah, a couple of things. Number one, obviously, we're going to have weather changes. So I would get pictures taken now of the yard,
good
that kind of
idea,
stuff,
yeah.
so that people can see what that looks like. And the other thing is I think the inside of the property has got to be pristine, because if they can't really fall in love with the outside, the inside's got to be staged. It's got to be positioned correctly so that it stands out in the marketplace. The other thing I think you got to be aware of is sellers are usually 6 months behind the market in their thinking,
Right.
Thinking, okay, so I'm ready to sell now, and I know that 6 months ago this is what was going on. So they're just kind of always in that 6 months time frame. So you got to really look at pricing to make sure that you're in the market, to make sure that this is not, I guess what I want to say is this is not the time to test boundaries. Right? The time to test boundaries is with pricing and that kind of stuff usually happens in that first selling season.
Got it. And is there a better time to get on during this season? Is that, should you be early in the season?
I kind of like being a little bit early in the season because then you're positioned and
Right.
you're ready to go. And especially if you need to buy another home and have that replacement property, it's always nice to be in before the end of the year or be in before holidays. So if you can get on the first part of October, I think that's probably your best shot.
Excellent. So if you're thinking about selling and you think you missed the boat, you didn't. The
No,
second
didn't.
second selling season is almost underway.
It's time to get going.
Have a great day.
Take care.